The Sean Woods Show is being brought to you by Richard White Wood Products, a premier exporter of Kentucky hardwoods. Standifer Builders Commercial and Residential Paving in West Liberty. Jack Rowe Insurance Agency, serving all your insurance needs. U.S. Bank. Eagle Finance, making loans to people, not credit scores. Apply online at eagle.com. Commercial Bank of West Liberty, where friendliness prevails. Larry Fannin Chevrolet Buick GMC. The Ira Kilburn Law Office. The Citizens Bank, Morehead's only locally owned bank. And All-Star Real Estate in Morehead. First-class service, first-class results. Call Sue or Cynthia at 780-STAR.
Hi, everyone, and welcome into this edition of the Sean Woods Show from the campus of Morehead State University. And once again, from the Academic Athletics Center, as always, alongside the Eagle basketball coach, I'm David Patrick. And Sean, the stretch run of the conference race is here, and you guys are right in the thick of it.
Yeah, we are. And, you know, David, it doesn't seem like it, but we are. You know, right now, I mean, this game is, I mean, our show is being taped before the Belmont game,
sure.
But you know, we're a game out of first place on our side, and that's what we want. We want to be able to be in first place on our side, so we only have to play 2 games in the tournament. But we've persevered a little bit. You know, it hasn't been a season that we thought it was going to be because of injuries and things like that, but we've been fighting, and we're still putting ourselves in a position and have ourselves in a good position to end on a pretty good note. And that's just a credit to everybody staying the course and not giving in to adversity. You know, everybody looking at, you know, what's going on earlier in the year, so on and so forth, not realizing, man, Morehead is still has a chance to win this thing, you know, and we're getting healthier. You know, we're still banged up, but we're just fighting and scrapping, and that's all I can ask for our guys right now, and just got to continue to get better. I still don't think we've peaked,
sure,
but I think we're heading in the right direction.
Stay with us when we come back. Highlights from Morehead State's win over Tennessee State at Johnson Arena. That's next on the Sean Woods Show.
Angelo, long feed ahead to Mashur. Alley-oop stuffed down by Billy Reeder.
Let's take care of business, okay? All right? Listen, we still got an opportunity to do this thing. As crazy as it's been, we're still right there. Can you believe that? We're still right there, fellas. Still right there. All right? But let's stop kicking our own self in the foot. Does everybody understand that? Let's stop kicking our own self in the foot and take care of business. Play up to your potential. Up to your potential. Everybody got it? Together. Toughness. Starts with the defensive end. We continue. This team don't score a lot of points. So let's pitch a shutout, okay? Then let's get buckets on the other end. Let's work on us.
Welcome back into the Sean Woods Show. You just saw Coach Woods in the locker room talking to his team prior to the Morehead State-Tennessee State game. And, Sean, your message was simple. It hasn't been the best year, but we're still in the thick of it. Still control our own destiny, as you said. And there's still a lot to feel good about.
Right. That's the beauty of college basketball, yes, David. And, you know, what you want to do is you want to see if your team continues to fight. Mm-hmm. And our guys can still continue to fight. And that's the reason why we're still in the thick of things right now. We've given up a couple games we thought we should have given up, but that's the ups and downs of our season. But we're still there,
yeah.
And you know, we still have a chance to give ourselves a chance,
right,
to end on a really, really good note. So that's very gratifying and gives us still something to look forward to, because we still can do some good things with this, especially in our league. So we just got to continue to do so, continue to get better, and don't take our eyes off the prize, and that's been to give us a chance to win the OVC championship.
Sean, we take a look at highlights of the Tennessee State game, and you got your team going early.
Well, we did. We got the ball down to Billy Reeder first of all, you know, inside to out, and he, you know, found Corbin Collins, and he was able to get a good start and hitting his first shot. That was really good. And then we played with a great pace against them. You know, there's Kareem Story knocking down a 3, but they're a team that is trying to find themselves. They're a dangerous team because they don't know how good or how bad they are. They just play. And you've seen they've played everybody tough. You know, they were up on Belmont at the beginning of the game at their place, you know, 20-something to 9, you know, almost up 15, 16 points. But, you know, just don't have enough. And it was a good test for us. You know, as Billy Reeder with great patience, looking to see what he's got, no double team, and he went to work. So, you know, what I was disappointed in is we're still not putting people away, but that's a credit to the other team too. As you saw the other day, you know, after this game, we got a chance to watch Eastern and Belmont. Eastern couldn't put Belmont away because teams, this league is really, really good. And you're just not going to blow people out. These teams can make runs and things like that. They don't give in or give up. So, you know, we were happy to get away with the win against Tennessee State, going into Saturday's game at home with some decent momentum, getting ready to play Belmont.
Sean, I thought the passing in this game was just fantastic.
Well, we had, you know, 17, 18 assists, yes. You know, and that lets you know that we're passing the basketball. And we took advantage of driving lanes. We got to continue to do that. Like that, Angelo being aggressive, you know, driving, being strong. We're going to have to do that even more against Belmont.
Talk about the play of Karam Mashur.
Well, he played great defense, and he played with a real good pace and energy. You know, that's Kareem's story, finishing at the rim. That's our game. We got to be aggressive going to the basket.
Sean, big minutes from Anthony Alici too.
Well, he gave it, and we're going to need that. You know what I mean? You know, here's Brent with a good steal, playing solid and finishing at the rim. But Anthony Alici's got to give us something because we need another post presence. You know, Billy can't give us, you know, every single minute, so we got to get some reserve minutes from some of our guys like him.
Tennessee State making a game of it late, got the lead cut to 6, but you were able to get out in transition, get some high percentage shots.
Well, we made big shots when we needed them, you know, and our passing was good, as you saw, and we hit shots, big shots at crucial times of the game.
Talk about putting the game away late, because I think the fans were starting to get a bit nervous. Maybe you were getting nervous.
Well, because, you know, we've been giving games away. You know, we gave the game away against Eastern. We were up the whole game, and then, you know, the air goes out of the ball. We got to stop doing that. Right. And, you know, I thought yesterday, I mean, this game here really showed me that we're heading in the right direction. We didn't do it. You know, team's going to make a run, but don't give up the whole lead. You know what I mean? You know, let them have a, you know, every team's going to have a run, but then you got to come back with the run, and I thought we did that to put the game away.
Patience at the end. Your players did not panic, and I thought that was a positive sign.
Well, we countered because they were coming at us with running jumps right as soon as you cross half court. And I told our guys, just stay put. We're not going to run anything. Let them come at us at first, expose themselves, and then we'll take advantage of it. And I think our guys did a good job of it. There's another situation, penetrating kick, and Brent hits another one from the corner.
Sean, big shot after big shot. Brent, Angelo, Karam. I mean, a lot of guys really stepped up for you.
But if you see, David, they're all open shots.
Yes.
You know, no, there was not a forced shot. Look at that. We're playing with each other. Drive and kick. Another shot goes in for, who was that? Angelo Warner.
Angelo, only 8 points, but it seemed like all 8 of those points were huge and at just the right time.
Well, it was. You know, he got in foul trouble a little bit, and you know, this is when they tried to press us, and we broke it like, you know, that was a textbook press break situation right there. And our guys are growing up. You know, here's Karan playing with a lot more confidence. Look at that right there, getting the N1. That's what he has to do all the time. You know, sometimes he doesn't believe in himself and he loses it. No, he's got to play like Karan every single night for us to be successful. When he doesn't bring it, we struggle because he does create a mismatch with the 4-man on the other team.
Late in the game, trying to milk the clock, trying to get a high percentage shot, and Karam comes through.
As you saw, a wide open shot right there, and he's already feeling good about himself. So, you know, he can make shots. He's a very multi-dimensional type basketball player. He can take you off the bounce from 15 and in. You know, as long as he's only got 1 or 2 dribbles, he can make the open shot. And as you can see, he's a big-time rebounder when he's active.
Morehead State, a big win at home against Tennessee State. When we come back, highlights of the MSU Belmont game here at Johnson Arena. That's next on The Sean Wood Show.
Story cuts in, looks out now, high right to Karam Mashur. Again, the 2-3 for Belmont. Hand off, left to right, Warner, right corner, wide open Story for 3, and he drains it. And MSU's on the board. Around the left to Warner. Angelo, bounce toward the left baseline. Karam Mashur spinning left, a 5-foot scoop, and it's in. Angle drive, baseline right, tries to dish it off to Reeder. He has it, now turns it back out high right, Mashur for 3, slash! Story holds it at the left wing, pitch back Warner. Near corner, there's Karam Mashur, set shot 3, got it! And Karam already with 11, Morehead State by 4, 20-16. Left wing Warner on Barnett. He'll put it to the deck. Move it down the left wing. Fade and fire from 19. Swish! Angelo with 5. Morehead State back on top, 22-20. Story offensive end, top of the key. Left of the lane, feeds it down low. Reader wraparound layup, it's in. Count the bucket, he's fouled. Collins turns it right, back to the trailing Warner. Left corner wide open, Kareem Story for 3, swish! Kareem with 11 to Collins. High right, Warner. Fakes, looks, right corner, Collins. Down low, Reader turns, lays it up and in. Billy with 4, Morehead State by 1, 43-42. Brent puts it to the deck, high right. Standing dribble there, wants to go with it. Takes Brads to the goal, feeds it up and in. Angelo, left of the lane, descent. Bounce baseline. Arrington fakes once, twice, left side descent. The 3 ball, yes! Miguel descends. Rolls left, goes to the corner. Warner fakes, looks, drives baseline, takes it to the hole, lays it up and in. Collins across the line. Lost the ball, dives on top of it. Ball loose, picked up in the corner, descent. In the lane, Arrington. Down low, Alici with a layup off the glass and through. They battle for that bucket. High off the rim, no. Alici the rebound, pitch back to Story. Here come the Eagles. Left wing, Arrington. He'll take it to the hole with a left-hand layup and roll and go. Inbound Bradshaw on Story. Story with 4 fouls. Handoff right half. Bradshaw with it from Chamberlain. Bradshaw coming high right. He'll set up, fire a 3 and tie the game at 71 with 10.9 seconds to go. Man-to-man for Belmont all over the floor. Inbound comes, descent up the left sideline, the freshman. Driving, takes it to the hole, the scoop, off the glass and in with 4.9 seconds to go. Eagles lead, Barnett down the floor, right side stolen away. The Eagles have it, Warner with the steal. The Eagles are gonna beat Belmont. Yes sir, yes sir. Final score, Morehead State 73, Belmont 71. And the Eagles are tied with the Bruins for first place in the OVC. The freshman with a gutty left angle drive scoops home a victory for Morehead State. Then Warner seals it with a steal down at the other end.
I want you to enjoy this, okay? Enjoy it. And then we got to get right back to business. We ain't dropping no more like this, okay, fellas? Sure. We know we belong. Yeah. And we belong to win this thing. And guess what? It makes for a great story at the end. All the injuries, all the adversity, trying to find ourselves. Every other day is something happening with our team. And we still fight. Markel, that's why I'm always the way I am. I told you that, right? I ain't changed that one time, have I? Huh? We can't give in. It's war. It's cold. It's war. We deserve it. Yeah, me go! Okay, listen. Way to go, youngin'. Yeah! Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, you see how good this feels when you fight through stuff? Now, let's keep it going. Let's keep fighting. Now it's just now we gotta believe in each other.
It feels great. All my teammates, they cry. We're gonna enjoy this because we deserve it. We'll be fine the whole year. Now we got it. I was watching the time going down, and I knew that I wasn't have nobody to pass, so I go to the rim and get it. That's what we do every day. That's what we used to do.
Welcome back to the Sean Wood Show. Here we have Richard Fletcher, who's the Senior Associate Athletic Director and also our Compliance Officer. And this guy here, just so you know, at all major institutions, he's the guy that you got to go through because we all don't know the rules. And before we do anything within question, we got to go to a guy like this. And I tell you what, at all the places I've been, there hasn't been more of a thorough guy in this position than Richard Fletcher, because what happens is when you're at most schools and you go to your compliance officer and you say, well, can we do this or can we do that? Most of them tell you no. Well, with him, he always tells us, let me get back to you, and he's going to actually look into it. And normally he does his fine homework and things like that. Richard, I'm glad for you to be on our show, and just tell the fans out there actually what your responsibility is as a whole, and what is your impact on our university from an athletic standpoint, not just for me, but for all the coaches in our athletic department.
Well, I'm responsible for all of the compliance association and anything dealing with NCAA rules and compliance. So at this university, we spend a lot of time doing rules education. We do a lot of time looking at rules and say, how does that affect or how does that change some of the practices that we have in place at Morehead State University? So with that being said, we deal with all prospective student athletes. We do initial eligibility evaluation. We do progress toward degree evaluation for current student athletes. And then the biggest component, though, is just like what you mentioned, we do a lot of rules education with our coaches, and then also, too, with our fans to make sure they're not doing something that the NCAA says, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Right. And my thing is, and it's been great working with you because we're both big-time communicators, and neither one of us like surprises.
That's right.
And you've been so good to work with because we bring it to you as soon as we find out, and you get it back to us in a very timely manner, which helps out everybody, because at the end of the day, we're only got our jobs if we got student athletes, and we got to get the best ones that fit from a personality and academic standpoint, but we also need to know where we at in a timely manner so we can educate them.
Absolutely.
And so they can become eligible to play here at Morehead State University. But Fletch, I want to let you know, just in front of all these people, that I appreciate you, and my staff loves working with you. And I know BJ, Preston, and Dylan drive you nuts because they keep you busy, but we all wouldn't have a job unless these rules and things like that weren't in place. But I'm glad you came on the show.
I appreciate it.
And I'm going to have you back. But he's the guy, he's the bloodline. He keeps everybody afloat and keeps everybody compliant. And you got to have a good guy like this who's very coach-friendly and wants the best for every program that we have here at Morehead State University. And thank you again, Fletch, for coming on. And we'll be back with more of the Sean Wood Show right after this.
Welcome back to the Sean Wood Show. I'm here today with Brent Arrington and assistant coach BJ Ellis, and I am associate head coach Dylan Howard. Brent, this is your fourth year with us. Just tell us, summarize your stay here at Morehead State. What do you think about Morehead State?
Morehead State is a nice school. It's a quality college. I'm in business major, so that's pretty good. That's going well right now. It's just been quality these past couple years. We've won 20 games last year. I came from a winning situation in Valley, so I'm hoping to continue that tradition and get to 20 wins this season, make the NCAA tournament, and just continue striving in greatness right now.
Brent, we've been through a lot of wars together. What, 4 years worth now? Tell me, you said you're a business major. If after basketball is over, what kind of business would you like to do? What are your aspirations off the court?
I actually like to do sports marketing, or even be a physical therapist or a personal trainer, something like that. I'd like to work for a company, preferably an NBA team, and help push athletes onto those teams, help draft picks and things like that. Work with like behind the scenes type things, and maybe even endorse shoes, things like that. I just want to be somewhere along the athletic field and help market people or clothing lines, things like that, along that line.
A man with many talents. D?
Brent, here lately, we've been so proud of you, and you want to know why?
Why is that?
You haven't fouled out any games. That's been huge, Brent. We need you on the court. So tell me, what have you done differently to stay in games?
Well, been listening to y'all coaches and just watching film, things like that, keying in on my mistakes and looking at what fouls I usually pick up and trying to cut those down. And of course, you're going to get a couple fouls every game that you're not going to be able to like get away from. So I'm trying to limit myself to just those fouls and just not playing out of my comfort zone, you know, being more disciplined, being more calm on the court and thinking the game instead of just going out there and playing, preparing myself before the game starts to not foul and picking my spots better, I believe. And that's really helping me this year.
As a guy with 3 daughters, it's very important, me looking forward who I'd want my daughters to date. You are a guy that I would not mind my daughters dating if they were 35, 40 years older. Describe the perfect date in Morehead, Kentucky, from start, not all the way to finish. Just describe what you would do is the perfect night out with a young lady in Morehead, Kentucky.
Actually, I'm hoping to go on a date tonight.
Okay.
I believe start off, of course, you guys get dressed and ready. Find a nice restaurant to go to, either Buffalo Wild Wings, your Motto, maybe even Cracker Barrel. See some of your older friends there, of course. Eat a nice dinner, then come back to Morehead Cinemas, get a nice, wholesome family movie.
PG, G or PG?
G or PG, it doesn't matter. Keep it classic, though. And then just enjoy that movie, and then there's your night right there. Have a good one.
Sounds like a wonderful night with Brent Arrington, a guy that you would want your daughters to date.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching us this week. See you next week with The Sean Wood Show.
The Sean Wood Show has been brought to you by Richard White Wood Products, a premier exporter of Kentucky hardwoods. Stand-up for builders, commercial and residential paving in West Liberty. Jack Rowe Insurance Agency, serving all your insurance needs. U.S. Bank. Eagle Finance, making loans to people, not credit scores. Apply online at eagle.com. Commercial Bank of West Liberty, where friendliness prevails. Larry Fannin Chevrolet Buick GMC. The Ira Kilburn Law Office. The Citizens Bank, Morehead's only locally owned bank. And All-Star Real Estate in Morehead. First-class service, first-class results. Call Sue or Cynthia at 780-STAR.